Welcome to La Center Church InFocus. This is our weekly introduction into some of the themes that we're going to be exploring this coming Sunday in our worship service, as well as an opportunity to dig a little bit deeper for those in our growth group and begin to think about some of the questions that we're relating to the passage we're going to explore. So overall, our theme for our series is Life After Crisis and Begin Again, or Beginning Again with Life After Crisis. And we saw that Ruth and Naomi experienced crisis after crisis after crisis, and they've come back to Bethlehem, and they're seeking to begin again. And what we're finding in chapter 2 is Ruth went out into the fields to glean, to pick up the scraps that were left from the reapers, basically, to provide for their needs. And she sought favor from the landowners that she would be working in their fields on. And in the process, Boaz noticed her and begins to give her favor. So what influenced Boaz to extend favor to this Moabite woman? Well, one of the things we're going to see is that there is a family relationship between Boaz and Naomi. And so because of that, he has a responsibility as an extended family to take care of those that are poor within his family, and Naomi is part of that. And so he's extending favor to Ruth so that she could meet those needs of Naomi, her mother-in-law. But then there's more to it than that, because he's asking about this young woman that's in the fields, is working. And the response was she has taken initiative, and she's given great effort. And so that kind of gets his mind going, his curiosity going, and he wants to bless that effort. And then the third thing that we're going to see is that he acknowledges that she has good character. She has cared for Naomi, and she is committed to Naomi. She left her father and her mother and came into a foreign land for her, and she has expressed that commitment. And so because of that, he desires to bless Ruth and Naomi by extending favor. Now, as we're thinking about favor, it is different than God's grace. Although God's grace is undeserved favor, Ruth, in a sense, earned some of that favor by her efforts. God's grace is different in that you cannot earn it, you do not deserve it, and you can never repay it. God instead is pursuing you with His grace, where Boaz expresses favor on the basis of what Ruth is in terms of her character and what she is doing. And so as you're thinking about grace and this whole area of favor, we don't go after trying to seek God's favor. He lavishes His grace upon us, and we see that in the cross of Jesus. So this week I want you to take a little extra time thanking God for His wonderful grace that we see in Jesus, His Son. Thanks for joining me this morning.